Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lex. This is a video that has been like a whole year in the making. This is my tour of my tropical island, Lotus Reef. Get a load of the super cute flag by Human Rainstorm. I am obsessed. And here is our final map. I think it looks so cool with all the little dirt pathways I used under the flowers. What a cool little map aesthetic I've got going on. There's the dream address if you'd like to tour along with me. And the villagers that I ended with are Pom Pom, Rod, Audie, Chester, Piper, Tangy, June, Flora, Robert, and Mitzi. You can also check out this really cool custom map by Nina Tries. Nina, thank you so much for this beautiful map. I'm so excited about this. This is just labeling all the areas on the island if you'd like a more of a guide map. I also want to show you the flyover, so give me a second. So anyway, that was that. Here is the entrance to the island, the first build on the island as well. I have this pretty waterfall terraforming here. Just a nice little welcome to the island. I love this little picnic area. I think everything in this area really aged well with the rest of the island. If you go to the right here, there's this pretty little waterfall feature. I love the way it looks as you're walking by it. And then it leads into the villager neighborhood. This is the biggest neighborhood on the island. It has 5 total houses, including mine. And I did go ahead and renovate the exteriors and interiors of the villager home, so I'll show you that in a moment. Here is one of the first beaches I decorated. I think this turned out so pretty. I love the idea of putting the curtains in front of the gazebos. I don't know who did that first, but they are a genius. It just looks so pretty. Also, all the custom design codes are pinned on my Pinterest board, so I will link that in the description for you guys in case any of these codes are speaking to you too. I also have this little turtle beach here. How cute! And these little burb designs. I love it. And then we have this design by Caroline in the chat. No sitting on turtles because I kept accidentally doing so. But it's okay if you break the rules. This is a lawless land. And then I've got just this cute little seating area for Audie. This is Audie's house here. Of course, she would be on the beach. We can go ahead and check out her house. I wanted her to have this cute little studio apartment vibe. And of course, she has beach access. I wanted it to be on the right side of her house, since that is, in fact, where the beach is in the game. So she does have direct beach access, a little living room space with these pink and white sofas. She has her little bed area, which I thought would be fitting as a hammock. And then she has just a tiny shower and kitchen area. I think it turned out so cute. I wanted her to have like a very peppy house for her very peppy personality. And I love the way it came out. Look how adorable it is. So that is that. And she is just to the side of the neighborhood. This is a little surf shop that I made. I thought it would make sense since it was right here on the beach and you can go up here. This was meant to be a shower, but I never did find a Cosmo shower to put here. But anyway, that's why the towels are here, and that is what it is in spirit. You can come here when it rains and it just makes a little bit more sense, you know? And we've got this scrunkly little guy that we found on stream, which, by the way, you can see the entire island come together on stream. I streamed building all of it except for the entrance, so there's that. But here's this little scrunkly guy. He's just kind of a little bit creepy. He's like some litter beside my house. I don't know. We rock with him though. So anyway, this is back in the neighborhood. I tried to give the villagers their own little spaces, even though it is all together in a neighborhood. So this is Pom Pom's house, and she has this little, or not Pom Pom, this is Mitzi, I believe. So Mitzi has this cute little hammock space. Pom Pom and Mitzi, I accidentally made their like exteriors almost identical, so that's why I get them mixed up. Then this is Piper's side. Piper has this little waterfall feature. We will go check out her house in a second. And then Pom Pom is down here. Like I said, her house matches Mitzi's house almost exactly. That was not on purpose, but that's why it might be exactly actually. And then over here we have Chester, and Chester borders this cool waterfall feature between the neighborhood and the entrance. So he like automatically had decor, but I did give him this little seating space and a little fountain just to be cutesy. Let's go check out his house. Oh, he's working, so he destroyed the interior. So I will say, instead of this DIY bench, it's usually another cypress bath. So that's normally what would be on this side for some symmetry. This is a little spa, which made sense more with my initial plan for the island. I initially wanted it to be more resort vibes, but it ended up being just tropicore. Either way, I think this spa is really cute. I love using the cloud flooring with some rugs so that it looks like steam on the ground. And I just think the colors work really well here. I love his little house. I hope he loves it too. Then for the other house in the neighborhood, let's check out Piper's. Ah, yes, people on stream told me that this looks more like a bachelor pad than an elegant little house for a business lady, but I think it matches her vibes. I mean, look at her with her elegant little black shirt and all. I feel like she would have a chic space, and there are still some little touches of Piper in here. I thought she would have some plants and stuff. I just think it turned out really cute. The vibe is not bachelor pad, it's just cute girl, business girl. She's a corporate girly. Going in the houses is kind of funny because I feel like I've already forgotten what each of them looks like inside, so it's kind of like I'm seeing them with you. Anyway, I love this little outdoor bath in the center. It took me a little bit to figure out what I wanted in the center of this neighborhood, but this does connect back to, so the entrance is this way. You've just got this pretty decor. I love the beautiful statue here. So you've just got this path with decor, and this leads back to the airport. So that is that way. And then if you go north instead of west, that leads to resident services. So up here, oh, it's a Saturday, I guess. We've got KK hanging out. And then this is also one of the first areas I decorated just around resident services. And I love this space to the right. There was so little space to work with beside resident services, and I just think it came out so well. And we've got some pretty terraforming features in the background again. This beach I kept pretty chill. This is just behind Audie's house. There are some little lounge spaces. Very casual little beach day vibe. This book is in fact new, so I'm gonna pick it up and give it to whoever it belongs to. But in the meantime, before we get too far away, I wanted to show you my house. Ignore the cockroach ghost that just happened. I forgot that I time traveled like a month ahead. Anyway, I don't have cockroaches on the dream address, okay? The vibe here is a recently moved in little tropical house. Like someone just bought a beach house. They're really excited. They haven't fully unpacked yet. So that's what these boxes are in the corner. Also, I just wanted to make use of the boxes from the beginning of the game because I kept them for so long. And I was like, yeah, let me use them in this decor. I've blocked off a couple of the rooms just because there's nothing in there, but I have this cute little TV space and then a reading nook, and the rest is to come. The room to the left is a very simple little bathroom. I was operating with pretty limited like wall hanging and ceiling hanging items, but I really like how it came together, especially the little laundry corner. I love these washers beside each other. So yeah, all the essentials here. Then upstairs is my bedroom and another little living space. This could be a sort of work corner too. I put this little desk here. Again, they're just moving in, so everything's not polished. That's why I didn't add a chair here, and the lamp is like to the side where you'd have your chair. I just want it to feel a little incomplete. Like they're getting stuff put together, but it is not fully finished yet. I think that might be in part inspired by the fact that by the time you watch this, I'll have just moved. Kind of letting my real life bleed into Animal Crossing here a bit. But yeah, and then this is my little bed area. I think it's really cute. I love how this side of the room especially came out. And last but not least is the kitchen. I was operating with so few items by the time I got to my house that these mismatched chairs are not even like something I planned, but just something that needed to happen because I didn't have matching chairs that looked nice together. So here you have my little log table. It's very brown. I was hoping to introduce a little bit more green, I think, into the room, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I think there are pops of color, and it reminds me of the first kitchen I ever designed, which I always love. I loved that kitchen. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it does still have some beachy vibes. I did put sound in the house so you can hear ocean waves as you're walking around the home, and this is the final room of my resident house. I think next we will go through resident services and to the left, kind of following how I design things. This is one of the next areas that I made. I am obsessed with this little couch area. I think it turned out perfectly. And then this pathway is my favorite part of the island. It's just so tropical and cozy and warm. I don't know. I just love it, especially at this time of day. And just so happens that there was an actual campsite visitor today. This is not someone that I brought to the island. I just got on and time traveled forward to July, and I happen to have a campsite visitor, so we'll check out who that is in a second. The campsite is another one of my favorite builds on the island. It was just one of the very first ones that I did fully on stream, and it was really fun watching it come together. There is, in fact, I think a speed build for this area as well, though, because I made a little flamingo sanctuary to the side. So if you come over here, you can see some little flamingos. They're also visible from the pathway in front of the sanctuary. And then we will check out who is in the campsite on our way back through, but I have this pathway leading towards the back of the island. Up here, right behind resident services, is this little lounge space. I just thought it would be cool to have an overlook behind resident services. Something cool to just add some height to the area since I knew I wanted some cliffs behind. And then if you go through this little orange grove, there's actually a secret beach area. So we have this little juice bar sort of vibe, just a little dessert spot right on the ocean. Some seaside snacks, if you will. And then I did terraform the peninsula. I've always loved peninsulas that had terraforming on either side with a little pathway through. So really excited to do that on my island. And then a very simple backwards beach, just back of the island situation. Now, if you go forward past the orange grove, there is a juice bar here, and I love the combination of the yellow diner chair and the orange table. How cute is it? And then I decided to go ahead and decorate this beach rock as well. So you have a little lounge out on the beach. This is where I discovered my love for the bamboo partition behind the string lights. I think it looks so cool, so tropical. So there you have it, just a lot going on here. And of course I put a little switch here so that if you're lounging, you can play Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing within Animal Crossing, of course. And the back of the island is also actually the shopping district. So I have a tropical vibe for Nook's Cranny here. And then heading up, a lot of terraforming happening up here for the Able sisters. So here is the view. I knew I wanted them to have a little sunken waterfall vibe. You can also see a little lounge area for them. To the left, a little bench with a magazine. And they have a stunning view of the ocean in the back. So the Able sisters is really like king of the island up here, but I think it's really pretty. I love all of the flower colors. I did focus on pink, green, orange, and white for this island. That's really the color scheme of the entire island. So I just wanted it to feel cohesive and put together. I also want you to notice the little outdoor bath here. It's like a little privacy setting with the bamboo partition. Love the way it looks as you pass by. Let's see who the campsite villager just happens to be. Oh, it's Patty! Honestly, she would have fit in here. What a good campsite visitor to have during the island tour. So blessed that it wasn't someone ugly. We love Patty. Okay, and if you follow this pathway to the left of the campsite, you can actually get to the next villager neighborhood. So this is Tangy's house. Tangy was one of, if not the final villager that we brought to the island. Love her. She is precious. One of the best cat villagers. And then you can see the pathway to the left of her house. That leads down to a very secluded secret beach. I don't want to say straight up secret because the pathway is pretty obvious. Like, I can't lie. But very cute, I thought. And it's still accessible for Red as well. So when Red visits, you can get to his boat. And then we have this sunken forest. Look at Tangy using the seat beside her house. Queen, you did this just for the tour, didn't you? What a sweet cat. Then we have this little sunken forest vibe. I just thought that would be cool. I was gonna do another waterfall feature, and I was like, you know what if I did something a little different? So there is our little sunken forest, kind of making it feel almost jungly, and there is a jungle portion of the island, so love that. And then this villager also has access to the back of the island. Just pretty views and stuff back here. I wanted everything to be traversable, didn't want it to be like confusing getting around, didn't want anyone to get stuck. So that's what's going on here. This, I think, is June. So let's go see her house. Here is June. I really wanted to go off of her outfit and add a lot of red pops to the room. And I think it turned out really well. I love her house. She has the cutie little ranch bed. I think if I'd had more furniture at my disposal, I would have given her more tropical vibes versus this like country tropical that she's getting. Like this this ranch bed is just not really what I envisioned for her. But honestly, obsessed with how it came together. It's cute in the end. And again, I just think the pops of red really enhance the vibes for our little June. She is such a cutie. All right, we are making our way right along here. So if you follow this pathway down from June's house, you can actually follow another little sort of oasis vibe, a sunken oasis, another sort of flamingo sanctuary, which fits perfectly here because this is Flora's house. I wanted Flora to have this other flamingo sanctuary area just because it made sense for her character. And then you can also see a little island down here. I love the terraforming to the right here. I think it just came out really exactly how I envisioned it, which if you play Animal Crossing and do design stuff, you know is super rare. But yeah, Flora's area was long planned, so it was exciting to get that done. And then this way I made a little scooter rental. I think it's adorable. The pergolas in the back are probably my favorite part, and I wanted to give both the green and white scooters. You can find the scooters throughout the island if you pay attention, just because you can rent them, so I thought it'd make sense to have them around. And then heading back towards resident services a bit here, there's also a little farm. I wanted the island to feel sustainable, and I love seeing tropical farming vibes. I did some sugarcane and potatoes just because they matched the aesthetic and color scheme for the area. Yeah, we made and this is like a little farmer's market up here of natural things. It just came together so well. And then up here you can actually see a little seating spot on the cliff. That is just in front of Tangy and June's little neighborhood. Here's one of the scooters, by the way, which someone kept telling me that you could turn the lights on, and I think this is my first time doing it. That's so cute. Down here in front of the farming area is just a little outdoor bath. I tried to fit in a lot of spaces that just felt like lounging because I wanted it to be like an escape, a very nice tropical relaxation spot. Here is the front view of the flamingo sanctuary by the campsite. Just by the way, this is what I was talking about. You can cross this bridge and see them. Here's a little overhead view for you. I think this is great. I loved using the flamingo items. I just thought they were really cute. They add life to the island in a way because, I mean, one of my villagers is literally a flamingo, so I don't know. It just made the island feel more lively. Heading down from the scooter rental, there's also this little incline up, and this is just kind of a filler space. I did a sunken waterfall with another flamingo there, and then like a mini juice bar situation up here. And this just connects to the entrance. So down to the south here is the airport. This, I wasn't sure if it was going to end up being a filler space, but honestly, it turned out better than I expected considering the items I had remaining. This island was quite the challenge, not having a full catalog anymore like I did on Lorien. I also made this little lounge spot. Like I said, I wanted there to be a lot of relaxing areas on the island. And then down here is the beach just to the left of the airport. It's got a cute little rest spot here where you can get some snacks and just hang out, and it's still accessible to the ocean if you'd like to fish or something. That was another one of my priorities, just in case I did need to like play on the island. I still wanted things to be accessible. I wanted access to all the shops, all the beaches and everything. And it turned out like I wanted. Then we've got this terraforming going through here. I wanted this to be like a very nice waterfall pathway. And as you go here, there's just a lot of lush nature leading down to these other beaches. We have a stray turtle here. The turtle beach is on the other side of the island, but that's okay, King. You're doing your best. And then we have another little juice bar here. It's more of a tiki bar down here at the end of the island. Got some scooters parked. I wanted an excuse to use this custom design because I think it's so pretty. And then also the little orange awning. Just needed to use those, and this was the perfect spot to do so. Before we go further up the beach, I do want to showcase, this is the jungle part of the island I was talking about. We've got little Frobert out here. Frobert has his own little jungle home. Frobert and Frobert and Flora actually have outdoor themed interiors. So Frobert's is a jungle at night, and Flora's house is a little flamingo oasis. So if you managed to stop by the dream address and you want to check houses that I wasn't able to showcase here, I definitely recommend those two just because they're different. Here is a big shot of Robert's house, perhaps my favorite villager home on the island. I also want to note the thought that went into this terraforming area. I did specifically terraform a diagonal bridge behind it for the view, and wow, it was worth it, I think, figuring out those dimensions. But heading down this way, we can explore the rest of the beaches on this side. So again, little relaxation spots. We have a kids tent here because I just love the way these look on the beach, especially with these stone designs. It just really pops, I think. And I love the color that's brought in by all the palm trees. I did want the beaches to all feel decorated. Beaches are probably the most difficult part of the island for me to decorate just because I run out of ideas, but I've started using more custom designs and that helps quite a bit. So as you can see, I have this little like bistro table area that's supposed to be seating, like oceanside seating for this little bakery. It's like a little bakery cafe on the beach. Get your coffee, get your pastries. I'm obsessed. I love it. And then up here, we've got a little bit more relaxation, and then it starts getting into this overgrown zone, and that is intentional. This is just beside the ruins. The museum area is just a ruins area. It's like maybe ancient ruins. Maybe that's part of the island lore, right? You're coming to this tropical island. They have like just evidence of a past civilization here. We can go and check that out in just a moment, but to finish up the beaches, then we have this very welcoming area with a skeleton and all. If you didn't know, you can make the skeleton move. It is super creepy. If you're feeling super welcome and not threatened here, that is the vibe, of course. This is Rod's Pirate Bay, another house I'd recommend checking out if you come and visit. His house is made to look like a pirate ship where he's, you know, running the show in there. So he's just got his pirate treasures and stuff back here. He's at the very back of the island, kind of tucked away on purpose because he's a pirate. He doesn't want people to find him. He's just like Red. So we've got Rod and Red as the island pirates. All right, and then we've got this very jungly walkthrough behind Robert's house. Up this incline is Flora's home, just to orient you to where we are. And then this pathway is what I mentioned leading to the museum. So you can see it goes from very vibrant and colorful to the color sort of bleaching out of the area. We've got all of these white bushes, white flowers up here. And then you've got the ruins, so it's a bunch of white themed items and just weeds. Everything is old and bleached by the sun. And yeah, that was the vibe here. I wanted this to also be near the back of the island because it's ruins. It's not supposed to be like central to the island. It's like a little place you could take a day trip out to if you lived on the island or were visiting. And that leads back up to the neighborhood here. Tangy is still sitting on this little chair. I wanted to run through this area again just because it's so pretty, guys. So pretty. I love this area. Also, while I have you here, I will say that I released some Silly Goose themed merch with my roommate Lo, who designed it, and I love it. I think you'll love it. It's just cute. You can get a t-shirt, a glass, you can get a sweatshirt with the goose minus a pineapple hat, but Lotus Reef is the home of the pineapple hat, so that's definitely something you should consider wearing. If you visit the island via Dream, I will have a little gift dropped for you here, and guess what it has? Your very own pineapple hat. You cannot take things home from Dream addresses, unfortunately, but you'll be able to wear it during your tour just to get into the vibes, get into the aesthetic of Lotus Reef. Oh my gosh, and here's Robert hanging out. That is all I have for you today. This is the island that's been a year in the making. I hope you love it. I've always wanted to do a tropical island. Thank you so much to all of you who hung out with me during streams. You guys really made this process so much faster and so much easier for me. It was so cool to get to brainstorm with you live, and I'm honored to finally share this island with you that you guys have really been able to watch come together. That's all for now, but go watch this tour where Matilda didn't use any items at all on the island. No item that turns into a green leaf in your pockets. Incredible island. Go watch. Bye!